Hey guys, welcome to the Fight Tonight channel. Friends, before starting to watch this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. I really want to get 3000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. It's so close, thanks for supporting me guys. WBO World welterweight champion Josh Taylor considers regular WBA lightweight title holder Jervonta Davis a slight favorite for the upcoming megafight against Ryan Garcia. It's a good fight. I'm really interested in watching it. This fight has been talked about for several years. I think Davis is better in terms of boxing skills, IQ and thinking. He definitely has the power. He knows how to hit well for this weight. Garcia has speed, quickness. I think the boxing mindset and IQ are on Davis' side. So I'm leaning slightly towards Jervonta Davis, Taylor said in an interview. Early it became known that Davis and Garcia signed a contract for the fight on April 15th. It is expected that in the coming days their duel will be officially announced. A well-known insider and ESPN journalist Mike Coppinger, citing his sources, reports that American Ryan Garcia and Jervonta Davis have signed a contract for their duel. As expected, the fight will take place on April 15th in Las Vegas, in the intermediate weight with a limit of 136 pounds. However, the deal has not been completed, as Showtime and Tyson, which will broadcast the fight, must reach an agreement. According to Coppinger, Showtime representatives have already sent a contract to the streaming service Tyson. Both Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia signed a contract for super fight on April 15th in Las Vegas, in the intermediate weight up to 136 pounds, sources tell ESPN. Tyson, who broadcast Garcia's fights, got a contract from Showtime. It is expected that this part will be completed by the end of the weekend, Coppinger said. Friends, before starting to watch this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. If you really enjoy the content, then please subscribe to my channel and keep watching the videos. If you are subscribed, then receive notifications about the release of new videos. You do not even have to look for anything personally. I really want to get 3000 subscribers on my channel. I'm trying very hard absolutely every day and I need your support. Your likes, comments, reposts to social networks. Thanks for supporting me guys. Boxing is at a critical crisis point after Jervonta Davis versus Ryan Garcia failed to be announced when lead promoter Oscar de la Hoya stipulated on 3 accusations. The Golden Boy boss stated that he expected confirmation to occur on a specific date. These occurrences happened earlier this week. Last Saturday at Fox Theater, De La Hoya said he hoped Davis and Garcia would proclaim signed contracts for the fight on this week. He gave an expected Monday date but added that Tuesday was the cut-off point for the deal. De La Hoya made a similar last month before her match clause became the problem. Jervonta Davis vs Ryan Garcia deadline. For a third accusation, that deadline has passed, leaving fans in the dark as to why the fight is still not signed after a month of negotiations. According to De La Hoya, everything is agreed upon for a Showtime/Dazen/pay-per-view bout in Las Vegas on April 15th. Therefore, the bidding of fingernails has replaced the initial excitement. Baltimore native Davis has to fight before May 5. This is due to Tank getting sentenced for a hit-and-run crash misdemeanor with expected jail time. A pregnant woman was injured in a mid-November accident in 2020. It adds to a domestic violence charge of battery for a separate incident. The worst scenario means it is now or never for Davis. WBC President Mauricio Suleiman has since said that the state of play between promoters and their failure to work together affects everyone in the sport. It's time for fight fans to get the fights they want to see to be confirmed and promoted, said Suleiman. So many great ones have been delayed for various reasons. It is incorrect to say that there are culprit since manufacturers are involved in big promotions, but it is high time to demand that everyone involved agree and make them happen. Promoters, managers, TV networks, or streaming platforms and the fighters must fulfill their commitments to the fans. They must put aside their egos and positions of power to reach an agreement and decide the fight. Crisis point. Suleiman continued. Boxing is going through the worst strike-rent crisis between promoters. This puts the integrity of the sport at risk. It also complicates the administration of world championships, creating a highly complex scenario for fights. This happens when one boxer is with one company and the other fighter has signed for another. This is the time to turn it around, to bury the hatches and make the fights. Jervonta Davis vs Ryan Garcia is just another failure in a long list of fights that have failed to get over the line. The world debacle heads back to 2018, when Anthony Joshua said he would fight Deontay Wilder for $50 million. When the money was apparent and secured, Joshua walked away. The Briton cited a mandatory WBA that didn't have to exist as his reasoning. Joshua again negotiated a fight in 2021, when an agreement was in place to face Tyson Fury, stating he wasn't ready for the battle. Errol Spence vs Terence Crawford is another example of how two sides failure to give the fans the fight they craft. Mike Tyson's hilarious reaction to Gervonta Davis knocking out heavyweight. Heavyweight boxing legend Mike Tyson has responded to claims that Gervonta Davis knocked out a heavyweight in sparring. The rumors have recently resurfaced with the former sparring partners of Davis telling Iron Mike that he saw Tank knock out a heavyweight in person, and Tyson couldn't believe what he was hearing. In an interview, Coach confirmed that Davis has been making heavyweights hit the canvas in sparring, and even proclaimed that he had knocked one out. Despite fighting at just 135 pounds, the power that Tank possessed is undeniable. With a current record of 26 knockouts in unbeaten 28-fight career, but to KO an opponent who would be at least 65 pounds heavier would be unheard of. In a recent interview, Mike Tyson was told of the sparring story, and the three-time heavyweight champion was far from convinced. This guy was paid to go down. I don't believe that. What did he pay him to go down? Stop, Tank. You didn't know heavyweight out. You got him on crack and he took a dive. Come on, man. If he could do that, he'd be fighting in that division. One man who will be hoping that the rumors are false is Ryan Garcia, who Tank is expected to face the next month in April in an All-American super fight. An announcement for the fight now seems imminent, with a report that both fighters have now signed it and that just official confirmation is all that remains. Fans will be hoping Davis-Garcia fight can be a catalyst for more cross-promotional fights to be made in this year. Jervonta Davis vs Ryan Garcia is reportedly now signed by the two boxers with an official announcement imminent. The fight is set to take place on April 15th in Las Vegas at 136 pounds catchweight. It was first announced as a done deal by the fighters late last year, as all major terms has been agreed. Both contracts were still not yet finalized. In the past month, they have been working through issues to rectify this. Now, according to ESPN, this has been achieved as both Davis and Garcia have now signed. The final hurdle left to clear is the broadcaster contract. Davis is represented by Al Heyman BBC, and his broadcaster is Showtime. Garcia is promoted by Oscar De La Hoya's Golden Boy, and his broadcaster is DAZN. They have agreed a deal in which Garcia's side agreed to allow him to boxing on a Showtime staged by BBC and broadcast by Showtime pay-per-view, with the pay-per-view also to be distributed through DAZN. If Garcia wins and Davis activates his rematch clause, the terms will flip, and the second fight would be on a show staged by Golden Boy and broadcast by DAZN pay-per-view. DAZN received their contract from Showtime on Saturday. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.